Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Guys, you know lang mo answer that. Yes, welcome back to another video. From you guys see from the title down below, today's video will be a Q&A, a question and answer, where you guys will get to know me better. So if this is something that you guys are interested in watching, stay tuned, continue watching.
Only been a few hours, but it felt like days. Only been days, but it felt like months. Only gone for a year, only know like once. Life move fast when you do what you want. At this time, doing what I want. Hope you doing what you want.
Let's get right into the video. So I have a total of 10 questions that I'll be answering for you guys. The first question states, what is an event or experience that changed your perspective on life? An event or experience that has changed my perspective on life is the loss of a loved one. Experiencing loss young has taught me more than life ever could have. I think I've both aged with the knowledge of how fragile life is and also lost my youthful years in the process. The next question is, what is one thing you would like to be remembered for? One thing I would like to be remembered for, I would like to be remembered as a good person, a caring and helpful individual. Yes, I think that's about it. Next question, how do you find purpose and motivation in your daily life? How do I find purpose and motivation in my daily life? As for finding purpose, I go to God in prayer. I'm talk to God. Yeah. So I ask God to give me wisdom and direction. As for motivation, like the desire to achieve my goals, that's what motivate me. And overall, I just do a lot of self-reflections. The next question, how do you define and pursue personal happiness? How do I, what is it? It says define and pursue personal happiness. First and foremost, what is happiness? I think happiness is feeling of joy, contentment, satisfaction. Yes, so how do I pursue my personal happiness? I practice gratitude and generosity. Also, I develop healthy habits. I just trust in the promises that I know that God has for my life. That is how I pursue my own personal happiness. Next question is, what is your most cherished memory and why does it stand out to you? What is my most cherished memory? I have more than one, but the one that stands out the most will be when I gave my life to God. That was the most beautiful moment, the best decision I could have ever made in my life. Yes, that was when I experienced true authentic love. There is no other feeling in the world than surrendering to the divine, surrendering and giving everything to God. Just submit and give everything to Him. So that is my most cherished memory. Yes, I feel so passionate about that. What's the next question? Yes, what is something you wish you could tell your younger self? What is something I wish I could tell my younger self, younger Caysha? I will say to her, girl, don't worry. Just trust God. Just trust God. Yeah, that's something I would tell my younger self. The next question is, how do you deal with feelings of loneliness and isolation? How do I deal with feelings of loneliness and isolation? Well, loneliness is a choice for me. How do I deal with it? This is a time where I learn to be comfortable with myself being alone. Also, with times of loneliness and isolation, I worked on myself and also cultivated my relationship with the Lord. That's just about it. I don't mind being alone. Next question is, what do you think is the most important trait for a healthy relationship? The most important trait, I think, to a healthy relationship, number one, put God first. Whether it is a friendship, a situationship, any type of relationship, make sure say we put God first. And also, I believe in setting boundaries in any type of relationship, because I don't think one should compromise their faith and their belief. If you stand on something, yes, you should set boundaries on that. But the number one thing to a healthy relationship is putting God first, no matter what. The next question will be, what are your thoughts on forgiveness and holding grudges? What are my thoughts on forgiveness and holding grudges, guys? Let me tell you something. Forgiveness is not an easy thing. I can speak for myself. It is not an easy thing, but I try to live by the word. What does the word say? Is it in Colossians 3 verse 13? Yes, where it states that bearing with one another, and if one has complaints against another, forgiving each other, forgiving each other as the Lord has forgiven you, you also must forgive. Forgiveness is something that is very important, right? Because if let's talk about me and forgiveness, right? If I'm gonna go to the Lord, I'm saying the Lord's Prayer, and I said, forgive me for my trespasses as I forgive those who trespass against me, right? And I know that that's not something that I'm practicing in general. Like, if somebody has done wrong to me, I'm holding grudges. Let me tell you something. Me used to hold grudges. You do me wrong, my hold grudges to tell them a bitter. I'm angry. I'm going to realize something. So one day I say, I don't want to be like that. And I pray to God and I asked him to help me with it. Because it's not a nice thing, you know. It's not a nice thing to be angry or to be bitter. So I try to stay in line, and I keep this in mind. If I don't forgive others, how do I expect God to forgive me? It's simple as that. And the last question, I think, yes, is there anything you feel is missing in your life right now? Is there anything that is missing in my life? Honestly speaking, I am at a place in my life where I believe that God has more for me than what my life currently looks like. I just have to trust the process, and I pray that the desires that I have for my life, they align with the plans that God have for my life. So we have come to the end of the questions, you guys. I hope this was something that you guys learned something about me from this video. So remember, guys, to like, share, subscribe, and click the notification bell to notify whenever I post another video. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.